when someone's spouse passes away, the ruling on Ghair, Mahram and Mahram.
Yeah, so this question was asked last week, and we had the answer deleted because I made a mistake in the answer. May Allah forgive me. The correct answer is that if a husband dies, then the wife is permitted to see the husband, which I did mention last week. The wife is permitted to see the husband. She is also permitted to touch the husband's body. Okay, and in fact she is also permitted to give ghusl to the husband. Okay, this is with the condition that before he passed away there was no sign of talaq or divorce or any form of separation. So as long as she was still in nikah when the husband died, she goes into the iddah period. She can still look at him, she can still touch his body, she can even give ghusl to her husband. Okay. As for the husband towards the wife, if the wife has passed away, then the husband now cannot touch his wife that has passed away. But he can look at his wife, and he can carry the coffin. He can also go into the Kabeer to bring her down into the grave. Okay? But he can look. There is no harm in him looking at her face and hands and feet, but he can't touch the body anymore. In case of giving ghusl, the man is not allowed to give ghusl to his wife. Okay, because he's not allowed to touch his wife. In the case of no Muslim women or maharim there to give ghusl to his wife, and he may be traveling and she's passed away somewhere where there are no Muslims, then he is not allowed to give ghusl to his wife. Instead, he will give tayammum. He will do tayammum. Okay? And because he's not a mahram anymore, therefore he will wrap material around his hands, he will strike the earth, and he will do tayammum for her. Tika? And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows best. And there was a follow-up question for that?
So if she's living with the in-laws, then and the husband passes away, so what is her, how long does it last for her mahram with the father-in-law, for example?
Yeah, so her father-in-law is a mahram for her forever. He remains a mahram. The muhramat, yani those who are haram upon you forever, there are two types. One is due to nasab, one is due to sabab. And then from sabab there are different types. So due to nasab is your progeny, your usul and your furu. Usul means your mother, father, their mother, fathers, their mothers and fathers, they're your usul, your grandparents, etc. And your children are your furu. Your children, their children's children, etc. So these are usul and furu, these are nasab, and your siblings, they are your mahram. So these are your maharim due to nasab, due to your lineage. And the other one is due to sabab. Sabab means there's a specific reason why so-and-so has become a mahram. For example, in the time of slavery, milk was one of the reasons why someone becomes your mahram, if you own someone. Slavery doesn't exist anymore legally in the places that we know. And there are other reasons like rada'a. Rada'a is when a person has drunk the milk of the same woman as you have. So that person has become your mahram forever. Okay, they are now mahram for each other. They can never marry each other. They are both mahram for each other. And then there is one which is known as musahara, which is relevant to this. Musahara is the hurma that occurs due to nikah and intercourse with another individual. So once a man has consummated his nikah, even if it's without nikah, if they have had intercourse, then that woman, so if a man has had intercourse with a certain female, then her usul and furu become his mahram. And like that, his usul and furu become her mahram. So she can never get married to his father. He can never get married to her mother. She can never get married to his son, if he has a son from another one. Like that, he can never get married to her son, if she had a son from another marriage. Okay, because now they have all become mahram for each other. So the father-in-law, the mother-in-law, they are mahram for you. Whether you are a female or male, your father-in-law, or if you're a male, then your mother-in-law is your mahram now. And the rules of maharim will be upheld here. The rules of maharim, I did mention before what they can see and what they can uncover. And in there it also says that if there is fear of fitna, then it is better to keep yourself covered as much as you can and don't be in seclusion with that individual. Like a brother and sister who have drank the same milk from the same woman, they are foster milk brothers, we can call them, milk brother and sister. Ridai brother and ridai sister. If there is fear of fitna, then they should not be in seclusion on their own in a house. But if there is no fear of fitna, they are certain there is no fear in either one, then there's no harm because they are mahram of each other, they can never get married with each other. Okay? And Allah knows best.
Any questions?